advantage. Like in case we can go through the course and clear the papers, our
Mhm.
concept will be become even more clear. In fact, at times come at a backseat when it comes to family, when it comes to job or a kid and all. Time management is also a very important factor, and I think that UTs and mock that Taj was taking, that has also helped me to manage my time.
So, hello everyone. My name is Nali Pandey, and welcome to our today's podcast. Today, we have a very special guest here, Miss Simanti. And this podcast series is brought to you by the Academic Junction. So, before proceeding ahead, I would just like to mention some points about Simanti as she is a student of TAS since 2022. So since then, I have observed that Simanti is quite dedicated and motivated student. Like there is no need to further motivation from outside. She is motivated and she know a person who is goal oriented. She has a personal professional life, but still having all those things, she's giving some time to her studies. She's like a very I would say that a person who inspired me a lot as a member of TAS. So while following up with her, while connecting with her that things motivates me a lot. And thank you, Suminti, for being here. First of all, many congratulations to you for achieving this All India Rank one second time.
Thank you,
I
ma'am.
would just like to mention that in the year 2024 also she has got All India Rank 1, and we are so much proud that Simanti, like she's from Taj and it's a second time. Like एक बार भी होता है कि किसी बच्चे ने ऑल इंडिया रैंक अचीव किया है तो इट्स अ मोमेंट ऑफ प्राउड फॉर द इंस्टीट्यूट बट इट्स बीन सेकेंड टाइम विद सिमिंती एंड शी इज स्टिल कंटिन्यूइंग विद द स्टडीज. So I feel that we are much obliged and we are very glad that. So hello Simanti, how are
Thank you,
you?
ma'am. I'm good, ma'am, and thank you. First of all, I would really thank you for putting such a beautiful introduction. Thank you very much. And and yeah, I mean, it's been a nice journey since 2022, and it's going pretty well. So let's see. I'm just one paper away from my fellowship, so I hope to clear the last exam quickly as well.
Yeah, we are also finger crossed that you will get that fellowship soon. And we are trying our best to assist you in this journey as well. So Simanti, first of all, I would just like to know that how does it feel to be a topper? That you have topped the exam second time. So everyone in your surrounding is appreciating you. But you know, like those sleepless nights, those hard works, जो भी सारी चीजें होती है ना, वो अनसंग होती हैं, वो बिहाइंड चीजें चलती रहती है. सो एवरीवन नोज कि आपने ये चीज कर लिया है, बट आई नो उसके बीच पीछे कितना स्ट्रगल होगा टू गेटिंग दैट रैंक. तो आई वुड जस्ट लाइक टू नो आपका क्या एक्सपीरियंस रहा एंड नाउ हाउ यू आर फीलिंग.
Yeah, I mean, topping the an all India exam, definitely I'm very overjoyed for that. And yeah, I mean, given that I have my professional life, given that I have a family, I'm a blessed mother. So obviously in the family also I have a lot of responsibilities to meet, and along with that, to pursue studies, and that too for a competitive exam like actuarial science, which has many papers to clear. So it is challenging, but yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying the journey. And obviously, I have got support from my family. I mean, needless to say that. And also from my office, my colleagues and all, they are also quite encouraging. So yeah, I mean, it's been an exciting journey, and I'm hoping to complete it quickly as soon as possible, basically.
Great, great. So, Simanti, like, how did you started for actuarial science? Was there any incident in your life जिसने आपको motivate किया for actuarial science? और like, was it your childhood dream? जैसे होता है ना accountant बनना है, so was something
Yeah.
like actually बनना है.
Yeah, so basically, I started this actuarial journey after I got selected by one of the leading actuarial firm after my graduation. So the firm came for graduate recruitment, and there I got selected, and that's how I my actuarial journey began. So I started giving papers once I'm done with my graduation, and I started my job in the firm. And then actually I saw all my colleagues around me, they are all giving actuarial papers, and also it's all like it all motivated me to pursue the course and to see what is there actually. And also I had heard about the course in my college life as well. It's not that it's the first time. So I heard about, because I am from St. Xavier's College, Kolkata, and in St. Xavier's College, many actuarial firms take. I mean, many firms, including actuarial firms, I would say, they come for graduate recruitment. So I had a fair knowledge about actuarial science from my seniors as well. So yeah, I mean, and then I started my course after joining. My entire journey began in this course.
Amazing. So, Siminti, as you mentioned, that was a visit in your college, and then you started, you heard of this course, and you also got motivation from your professional life as well. So, it's just like एक क्वेश्चन मेरे दिमाग में आया कि we whenever we got opportunities, so we feel like so much obliged कि हमें accept कर लेना चाहिए in our like obviously in our college time, क्योंकि हमें लगता है कि लाइक एक अगर कोई प्लेसमेंट आया ना तो जल्दी से ग्रैब कर दो। बट वॉज
Hmm.
देयर एनी टाइम इन योर लाइफ कि आपने जब एक्चुरियल साइंस के लिए ऑप्ट किया एंड व्हेन यू स्टार्टेड स्टडिंग फॉर एक्चुरियल साइंस, सो वॉज देयर एनी टाइम कि आपको लगा हो कि एक्चुरियल साइंस मेरे लिए है ही नहीं, या फिर इसका उल्टा हो, लाइक आपको ऐसा लगा हो कि मैं एक्चुरियल साइंस के लिए ही बनी थी? सो वॉज देयर एनी मोमेंट इन योर लाइफ?
Yeah, I mean, I like the course. To be very honest, from childhood only, I was quite interested in maths and stats. So, and in the basic papers of actuarial science, I mean, I started my journey under old curriculum when there was like CT 1 to CT 9. So, all this basic CT series is mainly based on this maths stats background. So, I like the course as a whole. I like the course, and moreover, मतलब मेरा पेपर भी अच्छा निकल रहा था. So when I was giving, मतलब every year maybe one or two paper I was clearing
Yeah.
consistently since I joined my office in 2008. But then I took a break from 2013 after I got married, I got my kid and all that. So there was like a break of pretty long 10 years. After which again I resumed my actuarial journey from 22. So that was my journey बेसिकली. बट ड्यूरिंग द कोर्स ऐसा कभी नहीं लगा कि वेरी डिफिकल्ट, तो मैं मेरे से नहीं होगा कि मैं छोड़ दूंगी. आई एंजॉयड द learning thing, and also it's quite complementary, I would say. The actual studies and the professional life, they are complementary to each other. So in that way also there's an advantage, like in case we can go through the course and clear the papers, our concept will be become even more clear about what we are doing in our day to day office. So in that way also I think actual science do help us a lot in our professional life as well. And on a personal front, yeah, I mean, being an actuary, being having a professional certification, it's always better. I mean, that always give you an edge over other things. So yeah, I mean, I like the actuarial journey, to be very honest. Although I took a break for my personal reason, and that break was quite long. It was like 10 years. So to come back to studies again after 10 years was also not very easy. But yeah, I mean, I somehow managed and it's going on smooth. So let's see.
Great. So, Siminti, as you mentioned, there was a 10 years of gap. So, like after 10 years of gap, when you resumed your studies with TAS in the year 2022, as you mentioned, so, what was the role of TAS in your preparation? And like, how did you get to know firstly about TAS? And once you know that there is something and some institution was preparing and the experience for the like actuarial science examination. So, what was the like assistance of TAS in your journey?
I would say, like after this 10 years gap to resume an actual study, I mean, not only actual study, any study is not very easy,
Yeah.
because when I started, I saw like I was losing on the concentration. I couldn't even sit for 1 or 2 hour at a stretch with the studies.
Mhm.
So that it was self as a challenge. And also I started with one of the most difficult paper, I would say, in the actuarial course that is with CP1, because मेरे को वही लगा
Great.
कि अगर CP1 हो गया तो फिर बाकी भी निकल जाएगा, अगर ये नहीं हुआ तो फिर
Yeah.
मुश्किल है.
Hmm.
So, and with the paper like CP1, and that too
Hmm.
after taking such a long break, I mean, I would say in that case, having a right strategy in place was very important, in which, of course, Taj has helped me. I came across Taj through some YouTube videos. I saw some videos which I like personally, the way of teaching and all that. And then I personally contacted Taj, and they shared with me some demo videos, which also I like the study plan,
Hmm.
the way the course has been designed.
Yeah.
So I would say that also has helped me a lot to clear CP1 at first attempt, and that too after
Hmm.
taking such a long break. So, because clearing CP1, I would say, given the vastness and given our other commitments apart from
Hmm.
studies, like family, like job, so everything, the kids. So, having the strategy in place is very important to clear the exam. And Taj, I would say, Taj has a very focused approach towards any subject that we take up. And because different subjects have different requirements, like CP1,
Hmm.
we need to have a good strategy because of the volume of the subject. Maybe the content is not that tough, but the volume is huge. So how to manage it, which chapter to prioritize, which one not to prioritize. And moreover, we were having regular exams of mocks and UTs, which I think has also helped me to clear CP1 at the first go, because we were continuously getting the feedbacks, like where we are going
Hmm.
wrong in case any UT didn't turn up well, or any particular question in a UT was not up to the mark. Then I was getting continuous feedback from ma'am, like where to improve. So I took the feedbacks very positively, and I tried to work on those weak points and try to overcome that, so that in the actual exam, I don't repeat the same mistake that I was making in the earlier UTs and mocks. So I think to have this strategy in place, to have, and also Taj just give us regular reminder about
Hmm.
target completion, our assignment submission. So all that regular reminders, I think, also motivates us to stay within the study, because it's not like college or school where we can
Hmm.
only focus on our studies. So now we have so many other things, like particularly me having my personal circumstances, I have so many other commitments apart
Yeah.
from my studies. I mean, study, in fact, at times come at a back seat when it comes to family, when it comes to job or kid and all. So, but still within all that, I mean, we have to manage our studies, I believe, to
Yeah.
continue pursuing our personal aspiration. And
Hmm.
that is how, I mean, I have been able to clear. I mean, almost every year I was clearing one paper since 2022 also. Like in 22 I cleared CP1, in 23 I cleared CP3. Then again in 24 I cleared SP4 and I topped. In 25 I cleared
Yeah.
SF4 and I
Wow.
topped. So yeah, so it was going on consistently. Yeah, so let's see the last paper when I can clear. So that is it. I mean, I would say like to have a consistency is very
Hmm.
important in our study plan, and there obviously Taj has helped to identify the mistake that we are making, to guide like which paper,
Hmm.
which topic to study more, which topic is may not be that important. So I think that strategy is also very important apart from study. मतलब पढ़ना तो है ही, मतलब that तो
Hmm.
वो तो पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा. Any subject you have to study
Yeah.
to clear. But कैसे पढ़ना है, that is also very important. To have the strategy, right strategy in place is also very important, I would say.
Great. So thank you, Simanti, for mentioning all those points. And like we will keep improving ourselves for our student so that we can provide best from our end. And thank you for your feedback. So, Simanti, one more question. Like as you mentioned about your family life and everything, and you mentioned that you have that consistency in your life that at every day you need to study and you have dedicated some hours कि इतना घंटे तो पढ़ना ही है. So, people usually like those, especially those who are in their college life, they usually ask, "Ma'am, कैसे manage करेंगे? College life है, and then you have your studies, then you are like taking actuarial science as a like as an alternative as well." क्योंकि कॉलेज लाइफ में आपके और बहुत सारी चीजें दिमाग में चलती है, बट आप एक चाहते हो कि एक सेफ साइड रहे, तो वहाँ पे आप एक ट्यूटोरियल का भी कोर्स। तो लाइक हाउ डू यू गाइड दोज स्टूडेंट्स की जो कॉलेज लाइफ में हाउ दे शुड मैनेज देयर स्टडीज, बिकॉज कॉलेज लाइफ में ये भी स्प्रिट होता है कि कॉलेज लाइफ एंजॉय भी करना है। तो हाउ
हम्म।
लाइक वुड यू गाइड देम कि वो कैसे मैनेज कर सकते हैं अपनी स्टडीज को विद देयर aspirations and with their goals?
I would say whether it's in college life or in job, I mean, in different phases of life, we have different priorities. I mean, priorities they keep
Yeah.
on changing over time. So, so I would say consistency रखना पड़ेगा. So we need to be
Hmm.
consistent in case you want
Hmm.
to study these actuarial studies along with job or along with other graduation studies, whatever be it. For actuarial science, at least we need to dedicate 2 to 3 hours every day. I think, I mean, even मैंने भी वही किया to for me to dedicate more than 2 to 3 hour a day is not possible given my job, given
Hmm.
my kid, given my family. So everything is there. So and we have to strike a balance. ऐसा नहीं कि सब छोड़ के
Yeah.
we are studying actuarial only.
Yes.
So but I would say to have consistency and to have focus is very
Hmm.
important, particularly in this actual course journey, because it has a lot of papers. It has 13 papers and a new curriculum, so there are like a lot of papers we have to clear. So that is on one hand, but I would say in case we can take up one paper or two paper if time permits, if we can take up the paper seriously, and if we can dedicate at least 2 to 3 hour every day, then I think it is doable. I mean, to clear the exam even in one attempt is doable. I mean, that's what even I cleared. So it
Mhm.
is doable. I mean, it's not that it's not cannot be achieved, but I mean, even if we take breaks, see, I mean, in even we have taken a lot of breaks like festivity,
Yeah.
marriage, वो सब तो family में लगा रहता है. So it's not that कि
Mhm.
every day. तो it may be that at times we cannot maintain that routine. So वो तो मेरे साथ भी हुआ है कि I had to break the routine because of some other compulsion, maybe कुछ marriage, कुछ
Uh-huh.
function, कुछ festivity. तो ये सब तो it's part of life. So we all have to attend all these programs and the social gatherings and all. So, but again, after the thing ends, after the festivity ends or the wedding season ends, we have to come back to our study. And her दिन, I think in case we can give at least 2 hour, 2 or 2 to 3 hour per subject, I think that is good enough to clear these papers.
Yeah. Great.
And मैंने तो वही
Thank you
करी
for
basically.
this amazing like explanation about the subjects, and like the crux is that you need to be dedicated and consistent while studying,
Right,
because there is no
right.
break until or unless you have cleared the exam. तब तक you need to be
Yeah.
dedicated for
In
the
case if we take
examination.
break also we have to
Hmm.
come back to studies. वही है,
हाँ,
मेरा भी तो
with
10 साल
same
का break
spirit.
हुआ ही था, मतलब it was like very huge.
Yeah.
But then again when I got motivated, when I got in back to my studies, मैंने 10 साल तो कुछ पढ़ा ही नहीं था, to be very honest, because I was busy with
Hmm.
other work. So मैंने
Hmm.
I didn't touch even actuarial. उस टाइम तो मेरा दिमाग भी नहीं आया था कि ये कंप्लीट भी करना है. But then after 10 years, then I realized कि नहीं अभी तो I think I can complete this course now. So now that comeback was also very difficult. To study after such a long break was not that easy. But yeah, I mean, once I started the journey, I tried to stay focused. I tried
Yeah.
to stay consistent every day
Mhm.
so that I can clear these remaining 4 5 papers जो भी मैंने बचा है quickly, maybe in one attempt only. So मतलब वही है, मतलब consist I would say consistency and staying focused, motivated during the entire journey is the key
Hmm.
for success in actuarial papers.
अमेजिंग सो सिमिंती, जैसे कि अभी आपने कहा कि वाइल प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर द एग्जामिनेशन, एज वी नो दैट आवर कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम, we usually have like at least 5 papers in our competitive examinations, and each actuarial science if we talk तो 13 एग्जाम्स होते हैं. सो लाइक इसका भी एक रीजन रहता है, लाइक व्हेन स्टूडेंट यूज्ड टू गो गेट टू नो अबाउट दीज थिंग कि तेरा एग्जाम्स देने एंड अदर थिंग्स, तो वहां पे भी थोड़ा मोटिवेशन जाता है, बिकॉज उनको लगता है पूरी जिंदगी पढ़ना ही है क्या. तो दैट इज द
Mm.
फर्स्ट पॉइंट. तो लाइक जैसे आपने बताया दैट यू आर मोटिवेटेड एंड योर प्रोफेशनल लाइफ इज ऑल्सो कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री. So if you are doing and clearing the examination, so you'll get appreciation not from your end only, but you will get growth in your career life as well. So आपके लिए वो एक opportunity
Right,
था. Like clearing the examination was not
right,
compulsion, but it was
yeah,
your desire. But simultaneously you are getting profits by that. So वो आपके
yes,
लिए like it was a blessing for you. But Simanti, for other students, they usually when they started preparing for the examination, तो बीच में ऐसा कभी टाइम आता है कि मोटिवेशन लूज हो जाता है. Like once they settled in their life, एक थोड़ी like स्टेबल जॉब मिल जाती है, तो उतना मोटिवेशन रहता नहीं कि आप पढ़ो for 13 all 13 examination. But now you are just one exam away. So what was your motivation for that?
तो एक तो है, अब देखिए वो एक्चुअरियल गिव्स यू आल्सो अ लॉट ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटीज आई वुड से.
Mm-hmm.
Like unlike other papers like CA, maybe if you see, you have to go in the financial lines only, right? You
Mm-hmm.
have to go in the accounts or the finance related
Mm-hmm.
avenues. But in actuarial, you can go in many fields. Like you can go to health, you can go to
Mm-hmm.
employee benefits, you can go to insurance, life insurance, general insurance. Like there are like a lot of opportunities right now in the actuarial field. So for
Yeah.
that, definitely we have different papers. Unless
Mm-hmm.
until we clear the papers and get to that standard,
Mm-hmm.
I would say it will be difficult even in the professional life also. मतलब वो तो काम हम लोग करते रहते हैं. Like every
Uh-huh.
office have their own software, every office have their own uh, pattern of working.
Mhm.
So that too, we will keep on doing the work day in day out, the same work or the same model we have to keep on running. But why are we doing that model? Why are we
Mhm.
doing the problem in that particular fashion, not in another particular manner? So I think all that insights वो तभी आता है once we go through the papers, once we clear the
Mhm.
papers, क्योंकि वो knowledge होता है. ये जो actuarial papers है, it's all like I would say application oriented. Even the paper
Mhm.
question also that
Mhm.
we get question which are like application skill based, where we are tested the application skill. It's not that पूरा book work आता है. बुक वर्क में भी थोड़ा सा तो आता ही है, बट इट्स नॉट दैट कि 100% वी गेट फ्रॉम द बुक एंड वो रट के वी विल जस्ट राइट इन द एग्जाम.
Mhm.
वो ऐसा तो पेपर है ही नहीं, ये तो एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड ही है. So I would say, like we have to stay motivated for our both professional achievement and also for the career growth. Like in case
Yeah.
we can clear more papers, then we will get more avenues. एक तो है कि खुद का ऑफिस में भी वो प्रमोशन वगैरह वो सब रिलेटेड है. एंड
हाँ.
otherwise also if you want to shift to other avenue, like say for example if you want to shift to from life insurance to general insurance, or I mean in whatever avenues you want to shift, I think वो
Mhm.
भी एक mileage होता है कि you know what you are doing. So once you are giving
Mhm.
the paper, you are having the knowledge, then I think it will be easy to explore other avenues as well. And
Yeah.
the career growth वो वैसे भी रहता है कि it's not stuck in a particular field, I would say. So
Mhm.
yeah, actuarial line में I think we have this diversity where we can try
Mhm.
out different avenues, where we can try out different sectors in the professional life. So, but I think the backbone, the way we need to have the basics clear. We need to know why
Mhm.
we are doing the work. I mean, be it whatever field we are doing. But वो तभी आएगा when we are doing this studies. Well, तेरा पेपर
Mhm.
तो है. I mean, when we are starting
हाँ.
the journey, when I started, it was in fact 15 papers under old curriculum. अभी तो new curriculum ने फिर भी 13 हो गया. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, मतलब वो तो we all know कि ये करना है. So we have to stay motivated if we want to complete the course. Because
Mhm.
बीच में छोड़ने में से तो कुछ फायदा है नहीं ना. Even if you are done with say 9 papers, 10 papers, and then if I just let it go, like मेरा जैसे पहले हुआ था when before
Mhm.
taking the 10-year gap. So then I thought कि then इतना जो पेपर क्लियर हुआ, मतलब 10 papers I cleared even prior to getting marriage and all, तो वो तो फिर waste हो गया. मतलब then why to put that at effect? And that is also one of the reason why I came back and tried to complete it, because I thought it'll help in both my professional life as well as in personal life. जो aspiration था उसका complete भी हो जाएगा ना, मतलब. So that
Yeah.
is what even I'm trying right now कि ये थोड़ा खत्म हो जाएगा, then it gives a mileage in all aspect.
Yeah, yeah, great, Simanti. So, Simanti, as you mentioned, कि like paper clearing, मुझे लगता है कि like this is the best part about actuarial science examination and field, that you get motivation from your professional life only. You don't do like you don't need to manage anything. आपको leaves, whatever is required for your
Hmm.
examination, it will be given by your company only. So I feel कि ये बहुत अच्छा opportunities है for the students
Hmm.
as well. If you like go for actuarial science, so there will be no full stop in your life. You can learn a lot and you can practice a lot while going through with
Hmm.
examinations. If you are in your colleges, you can get placement, and उसके बाद simultaneously you can pursue for your studies as. So
Right,
I feel
right.
काफी अच्छा फील्ड है for the like for those who are excellent in their maths and stats. So India needs these type of actuaries like Simanti. So we need like these type of people more. So like I feel that it's a best field for them to explore. Yeah, so Simanti, one of my last question is that as you mentioned about your answers and your papers, so I feel कि answer writing is also one of the reason कि
Yeah.
उससे ही decide होता है कि किसी बच्चे ने like एग्जाम में एवरेज स्कोर किया है, किसी बच्चे ने टॉप किया है. तो आंसर द वे यू प्रेजेंट योर आंसर्स मैटर्स द मोस्ट. So, what was your way of presenting your answers? Was it generous or specific? So, like, could you just explain it for our listeners?
Yeah, I would say writing the answer is a very important skill because knowing the
Yeah.
content is one thing. Say, for example, if a person is from life insurance and he may know SP2 through work only. Like I am from
Mm-hmm.
a pension background, so I know the content of SP4 or even SA4 maybe through my
Mm-hmm.
work. But I would say that is the work experience is one thing. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, the exams and the work experience they are complementing each other, but only knowing the content I won't say would be able to help you clear the exams, because
Mm-hmm.
to clear the exam we have to write the answers in the exam standard,
Yeah.
and that will only come in case we need to practice a lot, because
Mm-hmm.
particularly in paper like SP4 SA4 we have to write in a very specific manner about the questions that
Mm-hmm.
we have been asked in the exam. So general points I don't think will give us good marks. Whereas in a paper like CP1, it will be like a mixture of general and specific. वो तो clear हो जाएगा फिर भी. But in the specializing paper like SP and SA, general points may not be counted so much for clearing exam. So वही है मतलब how to write the exam, and that too like to make double the points. Like अगर 10
Mm-hmm.
mark का question है, you have to write 20 points. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe first 5 6 points तो हो जाता है. Even from the work ex also we can write. But
Yeah.
to make 20 points for that, I would say we need a lot of practice because it's not
Mm-hmm.
that easy. And that too with exam pressure on, with time limitation, with everything. Because time management is also a very important factor. And I think that UTs and mocks that Taj was taking, that has also helped me to manage my time during actual exam very well, because I was also knowing where exactly I was going wrong, which point was becoming general, which point was becoming specific. So we have to write the specific points and can get rid of some of the general points in case we are running short of time. So all the time
Yeah.
management also I think we will get to know in case we give continue giving this mock tests and the UTs. So what I used to do, I used to practice. I used to complete my course. I tried to complete my course as soon as possible, and then I tried to complete the past papers. The 2 3 hours that I used to devote every year, every day. I used to do the past paper only, because the more I practice, then it'll. I feel it'll be better. Will be my quality of the answers and also
Yeah.
my time management skill. So the typing also it matters, right? I mean, we really need to type really
Mm-hmm.
fast to
Yeah.
complete the entire paper.
Mm-hmm.
And to complete the entire paper is also very important, because not that like all answers will be known, and maybe the all the
Mm-hmm.
answers, like even it happened with me in SP4, like there were like 4 questions and one answer I was not very happy with the
Mm-hmm.
answer that even I wrote myself, but because I could attempt most of the questions, so वो तो
Mm-hmm.
ओवरऑल में हो जाता है ना, मतलब आई
Mm-hmm.
टॉप द
Yeah.
एग्जाम ऑल्सो.
Mm-hmm.
सो वो भी एक होता है कि टाइम मैनेजमेंट, दैट्स व्हाई इट्स वेरी
Mm-hmm.
इंपॉर्टेंट दैट वी कंप्लीट as much as possible, if not 100, at least 90 plus marks we have to complete, so that we can score maximum, because not that all question answer we will know perfectly. So वो भी एक chance factor रहता है, because at times the questions are difficult, or maybe the answer you are not very satisfied with
Yeah.
after even after writing the thing. So वो भी है होता है. So I think time management is very important, and वो time management तभी हो पाता है after we practice a lot and after we give the mock tests, mock exam, the UTs and all. So उससे पता चल जाता है ना कि how much I can attempt, or how fast I have to type so that I can attempt the one or
Mm-hmm.
two more question. So I think because even एक दो मार्क्स में ही फेल हो जाता है. So in particular in
Yeah.
this competitive exam, everyone knows the content, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, whoever is giving the paper, they know
Mm-hmm.
the content.
Yeah.
But वो होता है quality of answer, time management, खत्म नहीं हुआ paper. So all that contributes to your passing or failing or securing first position, whatever you say. So वो सब I think that gets better with practice and with obviously a good strategy in place, like how to go about the chapters and all that.
Yeah. Great, great. Thank you, Sumanti, for your like such amazing insights about actuarial science and examination and your experience with TAS. It will really help us to grow more and improve more for our students so that we can facilitate more better opportunities for our students as we are facilitating and keep growing in your life. I will congratulate
Thank
you
you.
again for securing this position, and we are just waiting for the day when you got that fellowship and to be an actuary. So we will have a podcast after that as well. And
Thank you, ma'am.
Simanti, I pray to God that you may have heights in your professional life. कि आप चीजों को जिस तरीके से बैलेंस करके चलते हो सो योर इक्विपॉइज्ड नेचर जो है वो आई वुड प्रे कि आप वो इसी तरीके से चीजों को विद ब्रिलियंस एंड विद योर intelligence you maintain everything and you achieve more in your life. So thank you, Simanti, for being here,
Thank you a
and
lot, ma'am.
I appreciate your presence for our today's podcast, and your insights about actuarial science will truly inspire a lot of people. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot. Thank you.